Should you use AI to write your weekly presentations? My answer may surprise you. No, at least not in the way most members are using it today. Now, before everyone just grabs their pitchforks, please let me clarify. I love AI. I use it almost every single day. It's an incredible tool that has definitely changed my life. But today, I've noticed more and more members reading AI-generated weekly presentations just word for word. And while it may seem really clean and polished, they often produce far worse results for the members. Why? Because the goal of a weekly presentation isn't to sound all clean and polished and professional. The goal is to generate referrals. And those are two very different things. So let's dive into why this is and how you can use AI properly in B&I. So the first problem is authenticity. Referrals require tons of trust, and trust requires authenticity. So your fellow members, they need to get to know you, not ChatGPT. They need to know about your personality, your experiences, and your sense of humor. Your style needs to shine through those weekly presentations. When members read AI-generated presentations word for word, all of that just gets lost in translation. The presentation may sound really impressive, but it sounds or reads kind of like a television or radio commercial. And while the rough edges may disappear, your personality disappears as well. And unfortunately, that's usually the part that people remember. Think about the members you trust most in your chapter right now. Do you trust them because they sound all polished or because you genuinely get to know them? That's the difference. Authenticity, that creates the connection, and the connection is going to create trust. The second problem is the structure of these presentations. AI sounds really good, and it's great at creating marketing copy. It's really good at writing commercials, and it's really good at writing professional sounding content. But a B&I weekly presentation is not a commercial. The purpose isn't to tell people how great you are. The purpose is to help your referral partners recognize those referral opportunities in their interactions. And that's where AI often misses the mark completely. I've heard plenty of AI-generated presentations that sound fantastic. But the problem? There was no referral request. There's no target market mention, no referral trigger, and no situation for the members to recognize. Just 60 seconds of information. And that information alone is not what's going to create referrals. Recognition is what creates referrals. If your presentation doesn't clearly answer who you're looking for, what problem do they have, and how I recognize them throughout my week, you're probably making it harder for people to help you. The third problem is credibility. AI doesn't have clients, it doesn't have experiences, and it doesn't have stories. You do. And those stories are often the most powerful part of a weekly presentation. So think about what people actually remember. They don't remember a list of services that you offer. They remember the customers who almost lost their business. They remember the family that avoided a major problem. They remember the contractor who saved the project. Real stories create emotional connection, and they create that credibility. And that's what's going to help your referral partners understand what success actually looks like. The best weekly presentations aren't perfect by any means, but they are memorable. And those stories are what makes them memorable. Now, let me get off my soapbox for a minute. With all of this said, I absolutely think you should use AI in B&I. Just use it a little bit differently. Use it for brainstorming. Use it to generate ideas for research and help organize your thoughts. Use it to refine your message, to identify those referral triggers you may not even be thinking about. Those are fantastic uses of AI, but you should always provide your own stories, your own personality, your own referral requests. So let's bring this all together. AI, it's an incredible tool, but it's a terrible substitute for your authenticity. Use it to brainstorm, to research, to refine, but don't let it replace the thing that makes you most unique. You. Because your fellow members don't want to hear this perfectly polished AI presentation. They want to understand who you are, who you help, and how they can recognize opportunities for you. So the next time you're preparing your weekly presentation, ask yourself this: am I using AI to enhance my message, or am I using AI to create my message? because one builds credibility and the other one's going to weaken it. So if you found this helpful today, share it with a member who may be relying a little too heavily on AI. And if you want to learn how to create weekly presentations that generate more referrals, check out this next video right here, and I'll see you soon.